I came across something really interesting on Allbirds, and I wanted to kind of share this example because it really demonstrates the best practice or a good best practice for converting shoppers. So if you have a clothing website or any kind of website where there is alternate sizes, then one option, of course, is to just show a size drop down like over here and let the user select their appropriate size. Some people might even have a size chart pop up where they kind of show different sizes for for different scenarios and different sizes. But if you really want to boost conversion rates, one of the tactics that works really well, and this is whenever you are confronted with this, you need to kind of think about this, is that given a choice between driving the shopping experience versus letting the shopper drive their own experience, always plays favor to the letting the shopper drive their own experience. So for example, in this case, the shopper is presented options and they are basically selecting from within that option set. But if we made it more conversational, where the shopper felt that they were actively making choices and they were getting a result set based on those choices, it psychologically makes the shopper much more comfortable and it drives up conversion rates. Even if even if the options that you're giving to the shopper don't really change too much based on the choices, the perception that their voice is being heard has an effect. So let me show you what Allbirds does, which I think is pretty clever. And they've done a lot of great things over here. I'll show you the process. So if you have a question about size, you'll obviously pay attention to the view fit guide call to action. And of course, then if you'll click it, there's a little slide out. It's a nice user experience. I'm going to actually start over because okay. So the first question, they've asked you a series of questions. Obviously, I'm on this product page over here, so this would be what I'd be looking for. And I think this is a step that they could have optimized. They could have actually eliminated this step. But anyway, I'll make that selection. It says, what US size do you usually wear? I would have made this even better by, instead of saying US, because US can, people can read that as us. I would just show a little flag icon of the US just to make it absolutely clear, but that's fine. Obviously, I would say, okay, select the men's option. And then I will say 11, average width. So again, you can see how I'm driving my own experience over here. Now they're asking me, do you sometimes wear other sizes? I'd say, no, typically I only wear this. And what they've said is that, we recommend you go with size 11. So now I've made a series of selections and I've got an answer from the retailer. And there's a little animated graphic over here as well, which I really like because it adds personality. My job's done. I can close this. I can select size 11 and I can be done. And so technically, on a technical basis, nothing really has changed. But because of the perception that I have that that I was actively selecting options and making choices. So like, for example, on the product page, there was no option for the width. And so the customized option answered the question. If I had a question about narrow or wide or whatever, that was being answered in the view guide. So I wanted to kind of show this example, and I think if you have an online store where you are, this is something you should consider.